second to last back day complete. Pretty good workout. Definitely weird only doing lat pull downs for an entire workout. Definitely felt odd, but it is what it is towards the end here. So either way, it was good. Like I said, I think I did 14 total sets, which is definitely overkill, but just didn't want to come in and do like 4 to 6 sets and leave. But yeah, good workout. Let's see. We got shoulders and arms tomorrow. We got work all day today. Hopefully get better sleep tonight. I need to check the weather. I really hope there's no more rain, but definitely hope there's no more thunderstorms for the week, because I need some sleep. It's gonna feel weird next week not to work out at all, because I'm gonna finish the cut this week and then I'm taking a whole week off, which I know is good. It's definitely good for you to do, especially after such a straining 13 plus weeks without a break. Which I usually tend to feel like I don't need a break, but maybe that means I haven't been training as hard as I should. I feel like I've been training hard, but it's not like I don't feel like I need a break. It's just I don't give myself one. Like, my body definitely is like, can we take a break? Can we take a couple days off here? And I'm like, nope. So I think forcing myself to take a week off after a cut is good. I might reverse diet next week. So like throughout the week, I won't be working out at all, but I'll be slowly raising my calories back to maintenance by the following weekend probably. So then I'll be at like full-fledged maintenance calories by the end of next week. And then probably over that weekend, I'm sure I'll have like my first quote-unquote cheat meal, just to kind of celebrate, let loose a little bit, untie the noose around my neck. No, loosen my tie is what I meant to say. Yeah, then I'll probably get into a bulk, which I don't know, I kind of like to maintain for like 2 weeks or so after a cut, but I don't know. I'm also like, if I'm gonna cut when I'm planning on cutting next, which I'll see. I haven't really figured out what I'm doing, but I'm planning on starting the first week of March, so that would mean if I maintain for 1 week or reverse diet, work my way up to maintenance for that whole week, and then I only have about, I think, 28 weeks, so 7 months of bulking, which sounds nice, but it goes by fast. Like, that's not a very long time. I would much rather, I'd like to bulk for 8 months, so I'd like to give myself another month there, but that's not a huge difference, 1 month. 7 months is still okay, but yeah, I don't want to go 27. I don't want to go less than 7. I could just do a 6-month bulk, but then I'd be maintaining for 5 weeks after this. That kind of sucks, but I would maintain the lower body fat for a longer period of time. I'll see. I'll think about either a 28-week bulk or a 24-week bulk, or even a 26-week, 6.5 months. That's not bad. It just depends on how many calories and how much weight you're gaining per week. So I'll see. I'll look into that and think about it. I'm really honestly, like, last night I was talking to my wife about it, and I'm getting a lot more interest in powerlifting and strongman, and I just kind of feel like if you really break down what the end goal is here for like your field, like, bodybuilding is awesome because you look great, you build muscle, so there's a lot of benefits. But in the end, if you're really striving for doing a show, becoming an IFBB pro, becoming Mr. Olympia. Like, that's no shade. That's fucking awesome. Chris Bumstead is a master at work. Like, he's a sculptor. He's an artist. I mean, a lot of bodybuilders is like you sculpt your body. It's amazing and it's incredibly hard work. But I feel like even they would agree that if you kind of break it down for what it is, bodybuilding is somewhat of a sport, but it's mostly pageantry. Like, thinking about like the women in bodybuilding, they're either men or they're crazy thin with fake boobs and no ass. And then you get like some of them with like BBLs, or like, it's all just an aesthetic portrayal. It's like an aesthetic portrayal of what they deem the perfect body, regardless of performance. Because by the end of a prep for a bodybuilding show, your performance is dog shit. Like, it's horrible. But you're portraying the muscle that you've built and sculpted for months and months upon months of years of hard work and diet and dedication. I do think bodybuilders have diet down and nutrition better than almost anybody, except that it gets unhealthy when you start to get into like towards the end of your cut and your focus is so heavy on just macros and what you can fit, you're not getting enough micronutrients for your overall health. Your libido drops usually. I mean, I feel like people are getting better at that, but like your carbs being so low, your fats being so low, protein is on point, obviously. But like, if at the end of the night, I haven't had any nuts, I haven't had any cashews or pistachios or almonds, or I can't fit a second banana that day or whatever, but it's like I have enough calories for like a couple gummy bears. Like, that's fine. But like, for your overall performance and health over time, like, have the fucking banana and the nuts and the minerals and the essential micronutrients that are in nuts and beef, and like, it's just so necessary. And you can obviously like still do that. I don't know. It just feels like when you're bodybuilding, every macro counts more than the micros that add up over time, which is fine. But I feel like my focus is starting to shift to overall health and strength and size. And the other day I was watching like these strongman videos, just passing time. I was watching Mitchell Hooper, and obviously there's Eddie Hall, Brian Shaw, Thor. Like, you're seeing these guys and it's like, damn, that's wild. Like, that's so crazy, the feats of strength that they can pull off and work towards. And then one of my daughters was like, are they stronger than you? And I was like, yeah, by like a lot. And then she was like, I want you to be the biggest and the strongest. I want my daddy to be the biggest and the strongest. And then I'm just like, fucking hell, dude. Why am I here like starving myself, eating 2,100 calories to have a poppin' six pack? For what? I'm married. I have daughters. Like, what the fuck? What do I need this for anymore? Like, I want to maintain a low body fat just because I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I've been the fat kid, you know? I want to feel good going to the pool. I would still want to cut leading into the summer. I definitely do question maybe like not focusing a cut so much on getting shredded, but focusing it on just like pulling back my weight gain as I'm working towards strength goals. So like, instead of one 13 to 16 week long ass cut to get shredded, maybe like two throughout the year, 2 8 to 10 week cuts just to kind of pull it back and keep myself tight for the most part, but no need for like veins popping through my abs. Like, right now I have veins in my abs. It's fucking nuts and it's unnecessary. It's cool, but it's unnecessary. And I just feel weak. I feel weak as hell, and I feel tired. I can't play with my kids. I mean, I can, but it's like, I just feel like it feels like I'm pulling teeth, just like running around the living room with my girls, and that sucks. Anyway, I just feel like, I don't know if it's something about having daughters or if it's just about having kids in general. Definitely daughters, though. I feel like you just want to like I just want to like be on testosterone. I want to be a fucking unit. I want to be strong. I want to be scary, but like I want to be gentle for them. Like around them, I want to have energy to play. I want to run around and chase Elsa like I'm a giant snowman instead of like barely taking 4 steps and feeling tired because I'm so low on carbs. Like that's what kind of fucking life is that? It's stupid. And I don't even know why I'm doing it. Like, is it for content at this point? Because even when I started doing this, I didn't do this for a long time because I didn't want to do it for content. I was doing it for myself. And then I was like, I should get paid for this. I'm fucking broke as a joke. I'm still going to the gym 6 days a week. I'm pushing myself so hard. And like, I should get paid for this. So that now I'm starting to record. And then I'm recording and I'm like, am I only aiming towards this low body fat and this aesthetic for the content? Because that's dumb. But at the same time, like looking like Thor, Eddie Hall, I mean, I love Eddie Hall. It's a bit much to look like a ball. I don't know. But like, he's also in shape. Same with Brian Shaw. They're a little big for my taste. Like, I don't know if I'd want to be that big. I feel like Thor really reined it in. Get it? Sponsorship. He really reined it in, I feel like. And like, he looks huge. But he did accomplish like a 6-pack too, which is super impressive. And he just deadlifted 505 kilogram, which is unreal. And I think he's going for 510 soon, which is so wild. But, oh man, that video of Eddie Hall though, when he hit the 500 and the nosebleed and the like concussion and he was damn near almost died that night or what, that was so crazy. Anyway, not to say that that's healthy either. I don't even know if it's health. I do really have a strong focus, I think, on overall health and wellness, like micronutrients and macros as well over a long period of time. But I just feel like the importance of feeling like a man and feeling big and strong just comes so much more into play when you have kids, especially if you have daughters. And I feel like looking small and aesthetic like Jeff Seed and Saeed and what's his name? David Lade. It's like Alex Eubank, you know, like that's awesome. I've already said this before and I'm not throwing shade at anybody. It's just like that definitely it's like oh, it's gonna sound so gay, but like, oh, that's a good looking boy. And then there's like Bumstead and like Thor and Bradley Martin. And it's like, oh, that's a man. There's like there's the men and there's the boys. There's the penguins and there's the polar bears. And it's like, it's just a stark difference. And I want to be a burly polar bear. Like I want, like even to like show off your aesthetics, I recently just shaved my torso, which I do in like the last month or the last 2 weeks or so of every cut. And I haven't even shown that yet. But even that, it just feels gay. I'm like shaving my body in the shower and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like I had a hairy chest somewhat and like torso and like I kind of want that. Like I want like a hairy torso and just like a thick barrel body with like big lats, a big chest. But it doesn't have to be the most shredded. Like I want you to be able to see my abs, but like it doesn't have to be a shredded, veiny 6-pack. I don't know. I'm sure I'll rant about this again. I'm about to get home, so I gotta go, but I'm just a little unsure of how much I want to keep doing this. This is like somewhat of an intense cut, not crazy intense. I just don't know if I'm gonna go like this again, but we'll see. I really want to just focus on technique of my lifts and performance in general. I feel like powerlifting and strongman is so focused on your performance and not your portrayal. Not betrayal, portrayal. I feel like bodybuilding is more about portraying your best self on stage because it's a pageant. It's a portrayal. I don't even know what to call that. It's just a beauty pageant for the most part. And sculpting, it is art. But then there's art versus sport. The art that I'm into is music. I'm sorry. I want to get into music if I want to get into art. When I'm at the gym, I want to compete in sport, and that feels more like powerlifting and bodybuilding. I mean, powerlifting and strongman to me, while still maintaining a good physique. Like Russell Orhe, That's someone who I think has perfected like his bodybuilding nutrition and physique, keeping that physique looking a certain way, while still being the fucking strongest of his kind at his weight and size. He's setting world records, and it's unreal. Anyway, I gotta go, but just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'll get more into that later. For now, I gotta go. Good workout. Definitely see y'all tomorrow for chest, shoulders and arms, okay? Adios.